Have you ever wondered if it's possible to improve your fertility markers naturally, even in your 50s? Well, I decided to find out for myself. I'm 52 years old. I'm an acupuncturist, herbalist, and fertility coach. And after spending years helping fertility patients, I asked myself a question. Would I actually follow my own fertility coaching program? So I did. I became my own patient at 52. I followed my program exactly the way I would recommend it to someone who joined my coaching program. And honestly, I was not expecting the results that I saw. Within about 1 month, I watched my FSH level, which is your follicle stimulating hormone, drop from what would generally be considered a menopausal range to a level more commonly seen in younger women. I also experienced an LH, which is your luteinizing hormone, surge that I didn't have during my previous cycle. I was generally blown away. Now, before we go any further, no, I'm not pregnant. This video is not saying that lowering your FSH guarantees pregnancy or that everyone will experience the same results that I did. This is simply my own personal experience. My goal is to show you exactly what I did, and more importantly, why I believe testing instead of guessing made all the difference and how to balance your hormones quickly. So let's get into it. Step 1, I started with testing. The first thing I did was stop guessing. I wasn't going to take random fertility supplements because someone online recommended them. I didn't want to buy another product because someone on social media said it worked for them. I knew from experience that I needed data. I had completed a nutritional deficiency test a while back, and even though some time had passed since I did it, I did know what my biggest problem areas were based on the results. One of the biggest findings was that I was low in glutathione and many amino acids, and I never would have known that if I hadn't tested. So that result immediately became part of my plan. Step 2, I corrected my nutritional deficiencies. Once I knew what I was deficient in, I started correcting those deficiencies. Since my testing showed low glutathione, I did glutathione injections. This does not mean everyone needs glutathione. It means I needed glutathione. That's an important difference. Being deficient in amino acids made me realize I wasn't getting enough protein in my diet. So I intentionally increased my protein intake to help provide my body with the building blocks it needed for repair, energy, and overall function. The goal isn't to copy someone else's protocol. The goal is to figure out what your body needs and address your specific deficiencies in a targeted way. Step 3, I focused on gut health. The next thing I focused on was improving my gut health. I increased my probiotic support because healthy digestion and nutrient absorption are essential for overall health. If your body isn't absorbing nutrients efficiently, it may be difficult to build the foundation your body needs to function at its best. Again, this was not guesswork. It was based on what I found through gut microbiome testing. Step 4, I used urine hormone testing. This may have been one of the most important steps because it helped complete the picture, bringing together the information from the other 2 tests. This allowed me to see the bigger picture of what my body truly needed. I completed a urine hormone evaluation that is easy to use, and you can get online and do it from home. This testing took a glance at what my hormones were doing over a month period. This wasn't just to satisfy my curiosity. It helped me understand what my hormones were actually doing throughout my cycle, and it gave me a full pattern of what my hormones were doing throughout the entire month, rather than just taking a 1-day test and seeing what my hormones were doing in one period of time. And here's why I think this is so important. Every day in my clinic, I see women who come in taking 5, 10, sometimes 20 different supplements. One influencer told them to take this herb. Another content creator recommended another supplement. Someone in a Facebook group swears by something else. Another person on TikTok says, this got me pregnant. They're trying everything they want to get a baby, and I completely understand that. But very few people are actually monitoring whether those supplements are helping their hormone patterns or making them worse. Even herbs that are marketed as healthy, natural, or fertility supporting may not be the right herbs for your particular hormone pattern. That doesn't make the herb bad. It just means it may not be the right herb for you. You don't have to guess. You don't have to hope. You don't have to buy every supplement that's trending online. You can test. Testing gives you information, and information allows you to make informed decisions instead of emotional purchases. Step 5. My herbs were chosen from my test results. Once I collected my urine hormone results from the first month, I had a much clearer understanding of what was happening with my hormone patterns. At the same time, I had started addressing my nutritional deficiencies by incorporating glutathione injections and increasing my protein intake to provide my body with the nutrients and building blocks it needed. So based on my hormone results, I noticed that my FSH was elevated, and my goal was to support my body in bringing it back toward a healthier, more balanced range. After looking at my specific signs, symptoms, and overall pattern, I selected an ancient herbal formula that contained the root of the foxglove plant and other herbs because it aligned with the imbalances I was experiencing. This urine testing also evaluates estrogen and progesterone patterns, which can provide valuable insight into overall hormone balance. However, my primary areas of concern were my FSH levels and the lack of clear LH surge. So those were the hormone patterns I focused on the most. In Chinese medicine, herbal formulas are not chosen based on one lab result value alone. They are selected based on an entire picture, including symptoms, patterns, and the way the body is functioning as a whole. For me, this particular formula was chosen because it matched my specific presentation and was intended to support hormone balance, nourish the body, and address the underlying patterns contributing to my elevated FSH. For someone else, the main issue may look completely different. Some women may be having challenges related to estrogen levels, progesterone production, or other hormone patterns that need support. The benefit of this type of testing is that it helps identify your individual areas of imbalance so you can focus on what your body specifically needs. For me, the priority was supporting a healthier FSH level and encouraging a more normal LH surge pattern because those were the areas where I needed the most attention. The goal was not to force my body into a certain number, but to provide a targeted support so my body had the resources it needed to move toward better balance. Not because it was popular, not because someone on social media recommended it, not because it had great reviews, but because it matched what my body appeared to need. That's how herbal medicine should be practiced. It should be individualized. The right herb for one woman may not be the right fit for another. The urine hormone evaluation gave me a roadmap. Then the following month, I repeated the urine hormone test, and this gave me something I think so many people miss. They start supplements, but they never check to see if they are actually working. And I wanted to know if what I was taking was actually working. So I tested again. Instead of wondering if my herbs were helping, I could compare my hormone patterns from one month to the next. That gave me the confidence that I was moving in the right direction that I wanted to go. After just 1 month, I repeated my testing. My FSH had dropped dramatically compared to the previous month. During my first month of testing, my FSH reached a peak of 17.2. And after incorporating the herbal formula, glutathione support, and making targeted changes to my diet, especially focusing on improving my protein intake, my highest FSH level during the second month was 7.7. And for fertility, FSH levels are often considered more favorable when they are below 10, as elevated FSH can indicate that the body may be be overworking and working harder to stimulate the ovaries. Seeing this significant shift gave me valuable insight into my body and how my body was responding to the changes I had made. I also saw something that I had not seen during my previous cycle, a clear LH surge. In my first month of testing, my LH levels plateaued for several days without showing the typical surge associated with ovulation. However, in my second month, my hormone pattern changed and I saw the expected LH surge that occurs when the body is preparing for ovulation. This was a powerful reminder that when you identify what your body needs and provide the right support, you can begin creating an environment that is more favorable for a healthy hormone function and fertility. Again, this does not mean lowering FSH guarantees pregnancy. It doesn't mean everyone will have the same experience, but it reinforced something I've believed for a long time. When you stop guessing and start testing, you can begin making decisions based on what your body actually needs rather than relying on assumptions. By identifying your unique nutritional deficiencies, hormone patterns, and areas of imbalances, you can create a targeted plan that supports your body more efficiently. When the right foundations are addressed, many women can see meaningful improvements in a relatively short amount of time and begin optimizing their hormonal balance for fertility. The reality is that many women are trying to conceive but don't realize their bodies may be missing key nutrients and foundational support needed for healthy hormone production, egg quality, and overall reproductive health. Fertility is not just about timing, ovulation, or tracking cycles. It starts with giving your body the essential building blocks it needs to function at its best and host a healthy baby. If there's one thing I hope you remember from this video, it's this: stop guessing. Start testing. We need to do a better job at educating women about fertility and their hormone balance, because I constantly see women coming in and not even knowing if the herbs or supplements they are taking are even working. And with a simple urine hormone test, you can see in real time if what you are doing is helping or not, and you can do it in the comfort of your own home. Right now, there is so much information online. One creator recommends one supplement. Another recommends something completely different. Marketing is everywhere, and it's easy to feel like if you just buy one more product, you finally find the answer, or you feel overwhelmed and like you don't even have the answers. But fertility doesn't work that way. Your body isn't an algorithm to get views or sales. Your hormones don't care what's trending this week. They respond to your physiology. That's why I believe testing should come before supplement shopping, and that way you are targeting your specific needs. One thing I highly recommend is writing down everything you're taking. Every herb, every supplement, every vitamin, every medication, because even herbs that are considered healthy may influence your hormone patterns. If you don't keep track of what you're taking, it becomes very difficult to know what may be helping, what may not be helping, and what might need to be discussed with your healthcare provider. I personally use a supplement tracker, and I've created a printable herbal supplement tracker that can be linked below in case you'd like one. If you don't want the tracker, that's perfectly okay. Use a notebook. Use your phone. Use a piece of paper. The important thing is to keep a record. Then, when you repeat your urine hormone testing, you can compare your results and see whether your plan is moving in the right direction or if what you are doing is not working. And that is how you begin making informed decisions instead of simply hoping for the best. I've included several resources below if you'd like to continue learning and take the next step in your own fertility journey. If you're interested in learning this process step by step, my fertility coaching program walks you through how to understand your body, identify areas that may need support, and create a personalized approach to optimizing fertility. I have also included information about the urine hormone testing that I personally use to track my hormone patterns and better understand what was happening throughout my cycle. Please remember that additional laboratory testing discussed in this video, including blood work and specialized nutritional testing should be ordered and interpreted with the guidance of a qualified healthcare provider. And if sharing my personal journey helps even one woman stop guessing and start understanding what her body truly needs, then telling this story was absolutely worth it. Fertility and women's hormones balance is not about following someone else's protocol or trying every supplement you hear about. It's about learning your own body, identifying your unique needs, and creating a personalized plan based on real information. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone struggling with hormone balance and fertility, and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below letting me know what fertility topics you would like me to cover next. And remember, don't guess it, test it. Thanks for watching and have a healthy day.